Let's face it, whenever Mark Cuban speaks, people listen. Whether he's making power moves on Shark Tank or sparring with basketball fans over the Dallas Mavericks, the man doesn't shy away from hot topics. And this week? Oh, he went there. In an interview with the Stephen A. Smith Show, Cuban shared his thoughts on one of the most sensitive subjects in modern sports, transgender athletes competing in women's divisions. And his stance? It's not as one-sided as you might expect. Don't force it down people's throats. Cuban, never one to mince words, pointed out a harsh reality: public opinion just isn't ready to make it a national issue, so that if you weren't supporting the fewer than 10 trans athletes in the NCAA, then you weren't a good person, he said. People just aren't ready for that yet. Read that again. Fewer than 10 athletes. That's the number he cited, and yet the debate rages like it's affecting thousands. His message? You cannot bulldoze public perception. People need time. Time to process, time to understand. You've got to meet people where they are, he added. And that's a phrase worth sitting with. Because isn't that the whole point of progress, meeting people where they are, and then taking a step forward together? Stop using people as political bait. Now here's where Cuban gets fiery. He took aim at the way politicians twist sensitive issues into campaign ammo. And he didn't hold back. Instead of trying to get where the people who are being disadvantaged and being discriminated against are helped, Cuban said, they wanted to make it a campaign issue. A mic drop moment if there ever was one. His argument? Focus on real people, not on scoring points or riling up a voter base. Let's be honest, have you ever watched a debate and felt like real lives were being discussed with real care? Yeah, neither have we. What the numbers say. So where does the public stand? According to a national exit poll from the Concerned Women for America Legislative Action Committee, a whopping 70% of moderate voters said transgender participation in women's sports and bathrooms matters to them. And get this, 6% said it was the single most important issue. That's not just noise. That's a roar. But is it fear? Is it misinformation? Or is it something deeper, something harder to untangle? Let the athletes choose. Yes, really. Here's where Cuban flips the script. Rather than lay down one rigid rule for everyone, he suggests a more personal, even surprising, approach. My attitude is, if there's a trans athlete, no matter what side, you let the opponent decide if they want to compete against them or not, he said. Wait, what? Let the athletes decide for themselves? That almost sounds simple, human, radical, even. Because think about it. In individual sports, especially tennis, swimming, fencing, it's not unreasonable to ask the person competing how they feel. Some might be fine with it. Others might not. And that should be okay too. So, what's the takeaway here? Cuban didn't say what's right or wrong. He didn't draft a rulebook. What he did was remind us that people, not politics, should be the center of the conversation. He's not trying to lead a movement. He's trying to lead with empathy. And maybe that's what's been missing all along. Let's be honest, change is never easy. But rushing it, that almost always backfires. So, how do we move forward? Maybe, just maybe, by listening first. And yelling less. A wild idea these days, huh?